All right, everyone, welcome. Thanks for coming to the show. Here we are at Health again, Las Vegas. Amazing to be here. My name is Sal Lo. I'm the CEO of Jorie. We are represented here by some of our awesome friends and family of Jorie, and this is really a really key component of what we do is our attorneys. At the same time, let me do a quick introduction. I have Kyle Kickert to my left. Kyle is our general counsel, and he also has raised pretty much all of the funding that we need to empower Jorie. Thanks, Kyle, for doing that. Also 6'8", big guy, right? That's all. I use him to intimidate. No, I'm just joking, Kyle. You're a sweetheart, biggest teddy bear on earth. And then my longtime friend, Ed Laborde, and Counsel, outside counsel. Ed has been in the healthcare legal firm for years and years in multiple different large established firms. And he's one of the principals at Polsinelli today, an incredible firm. You've saved my ass a couple of times, Ed. Just a couple of times.
Just a couple of times.
All right.
It's always fun, though.
With that said, we like to open up the conversation a little bit here, understanding that healthcare is a field that's full of landmines. We're now using something different. We're using AI to basically transform the industry. It's a new topic, generally new topic in the legal field, right? AI agents that are running around, going into your EHR, are they peeking into your private data? Obviously, you're seeing lots of challenges there, Ed, and on a perspective, tell us a little bit about what you feel in the industry with AI and how it impacts your compliance and everything associated with that at Polsinelli.
Sure. Well, thanks, Sal and Kyle. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and to see Jorie demonstrate its powerful business model and powerful technology to the folks here. Everyone's talking about AI, and everyone's talking about AI in healthcare, and it's ripe for innovation and to some degree disruption. And I think what's exciting for me is to work with you guys as an innovator, as a disruptor of an industry that really does need it. Healthcare is a highly regulated industry. And so
is it really?
It really is.
It's probably one of the highest regulated industries ever.
Yes, it is. And so it's important to have good counsel, experienced counsel. But what I see most in Jorie at this point is your culture of compliance. And we've talked about this, a lot as you've evolved. And it's really important for the company to have it within their culture a sense that you're doing the right thing all the time. And
how important it is.
It goes a long way.
And how important it is too.
It's super important, and because your questions will invariably arise, but as you answer them, the context of answering them, having everyone know that, hey, Jorie is about compliance. We're the good guys on the block. We're going to do everything that we can to ensure that what we do is legal, ethical, and consistent with being one of the good guys in healthcare. And so I really appreciate that as a lawyer, seeing that in a client. That's really, really super important.
I'll tell you, Ed is the guy to watch your back, right? So Ed, tell me about your firm, Polsinelli, right?
Sure.
To leverage the all of the parts of healthcare. I mean, obviously you can't do it alone, but you've been able to reach into your back pocket and look at what you have in terms of your organization to help us out. So tell us how impactful that is when we run into these complex compliance issues and things like that.
Sure. Well, yes. Polsinelli is a large firm. We're about 1,100 lawyers, over 24 offices, I think, now across the United States. You're right. I can't do it alone. My background and expertise as a deal lawyer, corporate mergers and acquisitions. But we have an amazing platform that allows me to tap into resources that really I think are second to none. We have a very well-known, well-established national healthcare practice across the firm, and they go into all the nitty-gritty details of the industry. And what's great is that I have access to all of that for the benefit of Jorie and other clients. So, and we're structured in a very collaborative fashion to where those resources are literally available whenever I need them, and they're incentivized to help me, and I'm incentivized to help them. And so,
and what's great is that working with your friends like Ed, it gives you that small firm feel, but yet this is a monster here. If I needed to pull the monster out and go attack, Ed will be smiling and going, "Hey, I got a monster for you."
I can bring the cavalry if we need it.
Yeah,
but,
yes, sir.
But
all right, Arlene always says I'm overly dramatic. That's my sister over there. All right, so going to Kyle now. Kyle,
Yep.
So general counsel, all right, but he has a great asset for us: his ability to not only leverage his legal expertise, but also understand what it takes to get the capital raise.
Heard you.
All right, get out of here. So understand that Arlene Lo, my sister there, always bugging me. But anyways, Kyle Kickert basically raised $60 million for our organization. The mostly on the golf course, Kyle. Yeah.
So you told me to go, so I always listen.
So that's not hard, right? So Kyle, tell me, as you're going out there, obviously understanding that in a compliant way, you understand the contracts, the buy-ins, everything associated with that, but really from a perspective of raising that capital, right? How have you gotten the message across, and how are we being drawn? How are you drawing those folks into the narrative? And I know that you're a big lovable bear, right?
Sure.
But besides from that, tell me what that overwhelming response.
Well, I think the Jorie story is so compelling. I first learned about Jorie on the first ever investor call that you had, and I was there doing diligence for some potential investors. So I was blown away by the story and by the technology. So it really sells itself. And we've been fortunate enough to raise a large sum of money, but I certainly didn't do it all by myself. I mean, we've got the whole team that's always there answering questions. So it really has sold itself, and it's grown organically. The funding has grown organically. We haven't gone institutional at all. It's truly a friends and family round, and John knows Jim knows Bob, and it's kind of grown that way.
Up to $60 million. Up to $60 million. Ed, have you ever seen anyone raise $60 million on a safe document?
I do a lot of capital raising work for clients, and this is the most successful friends and family round I've ever encountered.
This is coming from Ed Polsinelli, folks.
I mean, Kyle has done a masterful job of telling the story and bringing in literally friends and family. There's no institutions at this point, and so it's a remarkable story. And again, it speaks to the business and the people that those investors are buying into. And
the people, for sure.
It makes a huge difference. And so,
So let's talk about the people around this, right? Obviously, it's not just raising the money; it's executing the culture. A lot of our operational folks internal to our organization, they don't know that our other department, from compliance, legal, and capital raise, also has to scale with our organization, and we have to match up the revenue and the scale. So we start off at $300 million valuation, quickly in a year turn to 600, quickly in a year turn into 1.5 billion. All right, so immediately now this is scaling all the way up. We got 1,100% growth, and organically we did this, right? It wasn't funded by like big VCs, no institutions involved. This allowed us to build a culture. We're just cool, right? Everyone's cool. Everyone's really like, we got a Formula One car here, right? Ready to go. All right. So at the end of the day, this is a family that we have shared across the board, that we feel like on the every aspect of the organization. And here we're talking about compliance, legal, capital raise, also executing at that same kind of level that the company is growing. I appreciate you guys here doing that. All right. Well, I would say this. Any kind of last minute remarks or anything like that?
I mean, obviously, I love being here. You and Arlene have made me feel like part of the family. But when you hired me, obviously, you come in and I'm looking at our outside counsel and who I'm going to be working with and bringing in my own people. And I'm so glad that I got a chance to meet Ed and that we've continued the relationship, because
I had to make the door jams higher. The door jams had to go higher because Kyle's 6'8".
So Ed has made me part of the Polsinelli family, and he's been there, and there's no better backstop than Ed and his team. So I just want to thank Ed for all of his help and support.
Thank you both for the confidence you have in me, and I really appreciate it. And the key word on your last statement, Sal, was family. Jorie is a family. I'm happy to be a part of it and looking forward to the future with everybody.
It's great to have these attorneys watching our backs. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And thanks to all the team at Jorie. Obviously, we are all family, and we're going to continue to progress that way.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for keeping up with us at the health conference. Keep track with Jorie. Keep an eye on it. We're growing fast. We're the company that's transforming today, and with the help of our compliance team and our attorneys, we'll continue to scale with you all. Thank you again. Have a wonderful show.